Hi, I'm Vanessa Beretta. Thank you for coming to class today. Today we're going to talk about the creation space. Where does manifesting and creating what you want go with listening to your intuition? Sometimes these things can feel almost opposing. One is you're somehow listening, and the other thing you're making or creating. And so we're bringing it together right now, right here, right now. Okay? So, as I said in another class, we are feeling a broader aspect of self, but it's still us. And so what we're actually doing is we're co-creating with that broader aspect or higher aspect of self. And so our choices then bring in the intuition or the knowing that aligns with our choices. And we're choosing all the time. Choices happening every second of our day without us fully being consciously aware. And as we become more conscious in our choices, in our commands or decisions, those are the same, we then feel more like the conscious creators. Okay? And so I'm bringing this piece in to the concept of deepening your ability to know through your intuition, because we can dance with this a little bit and not always be clear. Do I surrender? Do I choose? What is it exactly? What am I doing here? Okay, so the ability for you to decide, you're deciding all the time, that is a command. On the same side, on the opposite side of the same coin, not even opposite, but this is for metaphorical sake, is the surrender. So, as a human being, as a conscious human being here, consciousness in a human vehicle, you have a certain ability to see and feel what you want. You're choosing every moment, like I said. The choices are necessary. Your preferences are necessary. This is something that you know. Maybe you're inclined to write a book, or you're inclined to live by the ocean, or all the millions of things, billions and trillions and infinite things that you will be deciding on. As you make those decisions, then the higher aspects of self help you to align or line up with those things and give you that guidance or those nudges towards what you want. So that's where it's a co-creation. It's like, okay, you're deciding, but you don't always know how to get there. Or you have a very limited perspective on how to get there, because we're seeing things through a very linear concept, the mind concept, right? The linear mind concept, and not able to see the big picture. Not able to see the broadest picture. So where we can get tripped up a little bit is the difference between commanding and controlling. Okay, using two different words. Think about commanding. What does that feel like? When I say command, it feels like deciding, decision. Boom, this is my decision, right? No more of this, enough of this. This is not happening in my life again. That's a command. Control is a gripping. It's a gripping. It is a trying to get your hands in every aspect of the process of manifestation. It is feeling like you have to manage or do or change people around you or the circumstances exactly. So you're basically not allowing yourself to have your job only. You're wanting to be everyone's job. In a corporation, you're trying to be every single role in the corporation. So it's a feeling. Everything is coming down to feeling here. Words are great, the feeling. Command. Allow it to feel like an aligned choice. It feels like it's in your body. You go up to source and back. It is a feeling awareness. The choice is then made, and that's where a surrender space is. You're surrendering or letting go to the broader aspect of you. That's what you're doing. You're not surrendering to a person, another human on this planet, meaning you're not going belly up. It's not giving your power away. Giving your power away to someone else, giving your ability to discern, trusting someone more than yourself is not surrender. That's not what surrender is. Surrender is surrendering the conscious concepts of what you think it is from this very limited, linear aspect of mind, surrendering that, letting that take the back seat, and allowing your higher aspect of self, you as an embodied being, to take the wheel and say, this is where we're going. You've chosen. We're going here. Okay, let's go. I'm going to guide you on the way there. It's all you. These things are felt. When you start to feel yourself gripping and holding on, and it has to be this way, it has to end, you are mixing and messing up with the process of manifestation. And you're not going to be able to hear, feel, know your intuition that way because you're in your own way. Because you're not letting go. As they say, detached from the outcome. Detaching from the outcome doesn't mean no emotion. It doesn't mean detaching from your emotional space. It means letting go the vibrational cords that it has to be this way or else. It has to be this way or I'm not going to be okay. I'm holding on, I'm gripping to the edge of the cliff and I will not let go. It's that feeling of gripping. Okay? So it's knowing, deciding, believing that it's possible, knowing it's possible, and releasing it. Okay? Like a feather blowing off of your palm. That is the core essence of what we're doing. So we are in a space of deciding and surrendering. This is our process. Many times this is spoken about as masculine, feminine. So feminine being the surrender and masculine being the choice. Don't get too hung up on that. Know that we will navigate this in different ways in different moments. Sometimes we feel a bit more choice. We're being called to make really firm choices, really defined lines in the sand. And other times we're being called to let go and just be a little more. And see how I'm saying called? It's already there. We're feeling called. We're feeling called. Okay? We're feeling it's there. The feeling is there. So it's not a balancing act of command and surrender and how am I going to do this? Allow yourself the process, the learning process to deepen this. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to explore this. Okay? One last piece about the commanding process. Okay. We're always coming back to this core essence. So when it comes to commanding, we are best to start solely on the vibration of what it feels like to already have the thing that we're desiring. And so that is actually a core word. So if you want to create money or a relationship or a day to yourself, what is at the core of it? Or a more harmonious home life or more help and support. Okay? However detailed you feel or however broad it feels, there is a foundational vibration of what it is. Abundance. Money is abundance. Okay? What does it feel like? What does abundance feel like? What does having time for yourself feel like? What does it feel like? Space? What does space feel like in my body? Allow yourself to feel and be that. What does a relationship, what do you feel like in the relationship? A great relationship. Anything, we need to start with that core vibration. That is the art and the mastery of creation. The core vibration needs to be there. Many times we get so caught up, and it's also taught out there, so caught up in the mind. mantra, mind, mind, mind. And yes, there's absolutely mind work that needs to be done. There's affirmational work, there's mind work, mindset work, absolutely. But mind does not come without feel. Feel and mind come together with this. Otherwise, it's just thoughts. Okay? If you're focusing on the words only and certain things are actually causing you to tense up, have anxiety, how am I going to create this? Your embodied state of being is what's manifesting. Your feeling awareness and what you're feeling about it is what's manifesting. So the main thing is, if you don't have to be super specifically clear. This is where this interesting thing of letting go of control, right? Where is the line? When do we zoom out to the broader aspect and just the essence of it, and when do we zoom in? There is not one answer. The answer is it has to be felt in the moment for you to know when you have to get really specific and when you're going to zoom out. And it's a feeling and a knowing. It's in the moment communication with yourself. It's in the moment communication with yourself. So if you allow yourself to feel the embodied core essence of it, and then you feel guided to the things, this is where the letting go is. You don't have to know all the details. You don't have to know. You might say, I desire to feel free and healthy in my body. And then you might stumble upon a place that totally resonates, that has a specific type of exercise that you didn't know existed, that absolutely resonates, that's fun, that's great, that feels good and pushes you out of your comfort zone, and you meet some great people, but you had no idea that it existed before, but you knew what you wanted. You knew at the core is you wanted to feel healthy, free, and beautiful in your body. I can't remember the words I just used 2 seconds ago. So let's give another example. Let's talk about this course. Okay, I want to give you this. This is actually, a combination right now of a course on listening and manifesting, because they go together. I knew for a while I wanted to make a couple of courses. I've done courses before, but right in this specific time frame, I was really feeling putting out some beautiful courses, not making them really big courses, making them kind of smaller courses, people easily digestible. That's what I was already feeling. Okay, so I was feeling it. Even before that, it was like the whisper and the nudge that I want to create something, right? I'm creating, so that's more broad. Then it was the mini courses. I'm going to create a course that person can digest in like a month, that doesn't take a whole lot of time, that's very affordable, and I can really help a lot of people with it, that I can put some of this out there. And it was an exciting idea, right? So it was something I liked, something it felt doable. I'm a mom, so I didn't want to like draw this out and have to spend all this time. I mean, I spent plenty of time in the course, but I am spending lots of time in this course. But there were all these kind of things. How does it fit into my life? Has to be, I wanted to make it easy. I wanted to enjoy the process. And then I happened to see a person who was offering a course to kind of help me create a course. And so even though I have taken business courses, plenty of business courses before, this course was specifically for like a smaller, really awesome, beautiful course. And so that felt right. I went to that. There was more, things that kind of flowed with that. So again, we're getting more specific. And then taking the course, I started to just write down ideas. I have lots of things that I love to teach about on all this topic of spirituality, ascension, manifestation. And then it just was a light bulb for me, where I just said, right now is a big question. People want to know, am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Am I in the right lane for myself? All the information that's going on in the world. How do I know I'm in the right place? And that's where the realization of just teach an intuitive course, something you've taught many times, that you work with your clients with all the time, And so that was a sense of broader to specific. If I was worrying at the broadest sense of I want to create something that feels easy, easily digestible, all those things, if I fixated on what is it going to be? Why is it? What should I do? Should I go out searching? If I had that energy of I'm unclear, I'm not sure, what should I do? Oh my gosh, I have pressure, I have to figure this out really quickly. I wouldn't have gotten to where I am here, where you're here now watching this. So it's the process of basically co-creating, dancing with yourself, right? Dancing with aspects of yourself, with you as an embodied conscious being here. Letting it be an exploration, letting it be a conscious choice, noticing when you're controlling, noticing when you're gripping, seeing if you can let go. Notice when you feel called, like you have to make that clear choice. When you're kind of waiting, okay? There's another piece to it where it's like, I'm somehow waiting for someone to tell me what to do. Okay? And that's not intuition either. That's not embodied knowing either. That is an old paradigm of listening to outside people, listening to authority, being a child, listening, all these things that are part of our existence as human beings. It's, again, this outward sense. I don't need, your guidance doesn't come from outside. It's here. Even if you have guides that help you, even if you talk to other beings, you are here. You're here. No one else can be in your body but you. No one else can embody your essence. You are your core essence. You are your consciousness here in physical form. No one else can be you here and now. Only you. No one else could feel your feelings, think your thoughts, and have your emotions but you. So I want you to allow this to sink in. Allow all the things that kind of came through and let that sink into your cells. Allow it to be an imperfect process and exploration of all of this. And of course, notice these nuances of the commanding control, surrendering, waiting for someone to tell me what to do, giving my power away. Okay? Giving my power away. Thank you for coming to class today.